Brass for Africa is a UK-registered charity creating brighter futures through music education and life skills training for extremely disadvantaged children and young people in Uganda, Rwanda and Liberia. Last year, 4 young men from Uganda, originally beneficiaries of our programme and latterly Brass for Africa music and life skills teachers themselves, successfully auditioned for the Corps of Army Music. In November, they began their initial training at the Army Training Centre in Pirbright.
Yeah, I grew up in Katwe, one of the biggest slums in Kampala, Uganda. I grew up with my mother and one brother and a sister because our father left us. After that, my mother couldn't keep up paying the rent, and that's why I ended up going to Emily Sada orphanage. When I started living at the orphanage, I was very sad because I was separated from my brother, my mother, everyone that I knew, and I was very sad all of the time. Started getting involved in playing music, and that's where my happiness came back. My light came back from there. I started playing music, I enjoyed it, and that's where I started building my life again.
I grew up in a place called Katwe, which is one of the biggest slums in Kampala. I spent most of my childhood in an orphanage. I used to teach at Brass for Africa. I was teaching music and life skills to disadvantaged children living in slums. When we got this chance to audition for the British Army, we had about 2 months to prepare. So I used to practice every day for 8 hours because I wanted to pass the audition and join the Corps of Army Music.
We're very proud of these 4 young men coming over from a completely different cultural background and joining the Corps of Army Music, where they've seen initial training, totally different climate, going through initial training during the winter period, where being on a 3 or 4 day exercise has been an eye-opener to them, to say the least.
I feel so proud of myself. The 14 weeks I've spent at Pirbright, they have been so challenging for me, and they have been the most challenging 14 weeks I've ever experienced in life. And I had to have the confidence to lead my section, and I'm proud to be a soldier now.